For much of GLSEN's life, our focus has been on the urgent issue of basic student safety. We start from the knowledge, anecdotal, personal, and data-driven, that bullying, harassment, and violence on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity are an unacceptably common reality in our schools. GLSEN's purpose is to ensure that every single child in this country has an equal opportunity to get a great education, that there are no barriers for young people who may be lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender, and that LGBT issues in our schools are no longer a source of pain or discomfort for young people every single day. What we know from more than 10 years of research at this point is that when LGBT issues are not addressed, when 9 out of 10 LGBT students are experiencing sexual, verbal, or physical harassment at school, and 1 in 5 is being physically assaulted at school, you create conditions where students don't plan to graduate, they don't even show up for class, and they're not planning to go on to college.
So with GLSEN over the last couple of years, we've developed a programmatic relationship. We started with a pilot program in New York supporting GLSEN's Train the Trainer programs, primarily focused on providing tools to principals and educators in the New York City education system across the 5 boroughs. In the first year, reached about 1,000 educators, and over the last 3 years, it's been over 3,000 people that have been reached.
With City's assistance, we're in a position to expand local capacity in a number of key districts. And what that means is that more teachers will go into the classroom prepared to take care of every student in that room and ensure that every student that they work with is able to simply be there and learn.
We provide philanthropy in the form of funding to support their programs, but we also provide expertise from our employees in the form of technical assistance.
GLSEN came out of schools and education. Our founders were teachers and students and parents and administrators. We are of schools and we are about education. So the way that we approach this problem are in ways that make sense for schools in terms of integrating school culture change and embedding the message of respect into the everyday functioning of a great school.
The work has historically been from GLSEN around building a culture, starting with early youth, that supports a culture of inclusion, a culture of respect, and drives awareness. And there are a couple of activities that employees as volunteers in their community can take GLSEN's curriculum and bring it into the classroom in the local schools.
GLSEN has been pioneered these issues for the past 20 years. We've been involved with this from a time when people really weren't thinking about LGBT issues in schools, and many were very uncomfortable with it. Over time, through a combination of public education, legislative advocacy, professional development, and community organizing and support, we've been able to demonstrate how these issues are key to creating the kinds of schools that serve everyone equally and prepare all young people for success in life.